WQEW. Before the Tex Beneke Band, we heard Helen Ward with Red Norvo broadcasting from the Blue Gardens in Armonk, 1942. This time, The Dream's on Me. Johnny Mercer, Harold Arlen from the film Blues in the Night. Later, the soundtrack performance from that picture of that song done by Priscilla Lane. I'm Rich Conaty. It's 9:29, mostly cloudy and 44 degrees. We'll be presenting a Red Norvo birthday salute on the March 30th edition of Big Band Saturday Night. Red Norvo turns 88 on March 31st. About 10 days before his 88th birthday, Red Norvo will be one of the stars participating in the March of Jazz, a presentation of the Gold Coast Jazz Society. It's going to be held at the Clearwater Beach Resort on Clearwater Beach, Florida. It's a benefit for a scholarship fund at the University of Miami. Quite a lineup. This is March 22nd to the 24th in Clearwater Beach, Florida. As mentioned, Red Norvo, Flip Phillips, Bob Wilbur, Bob Haggart, Joe Bushkin, who's going to be turning 80 later this year, Joel Hellaney, George Masso, Jerry Jerome, Bill Jerome's dad, Bucky Pizzarelli. It's just an incredible list of entertainment. It's the weekend, March 22nd through the 24th, the March of Jazz, Clearwater Beach, Florida. It's a benefit for a scholarship fund at the University of Miami. If you're interested, it's 1-800-299-1930 for more information. 1-800-299-1930. 9:30, mostly cloudy, 44 degrees. Here's the Jimmy Dorsey Band in 1941 with Helen O'Connell and a song written by Ted Koehler and Harold Arlen.
There'll be bluebirds round my door, singing like they did before. That old storm blew out, and my man walked up and left me in the rain. Though he's gone, I doubt if he'll stay away for good. I'd stop living if he should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything looked bright and sunny, suddenly cyclone came. I'll never be the same till that sun comes out and that rain stops beating on that window pane. If my heart holds out, let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door. Then you'll know the one I love walked in. When the sun comes
This is not my night, unless it's my night for skipping records. Oh yeah, then it is my night.
And you're listening to the home of American Popular Standards, 1560 WQEW.
When you can't have the one you love, all you much fun. Just keep mousing, and the world is on a sit-down cycle. But won't bud, breeze won't freeze, and one and one ain't even two. When I love you, love won't love you.
Big Band Saturday night, 1560 WQEW. Buds Won't Bud. That's Tommy Haynes with the Tommy Dorsey Band in April 1940. That's a Cy Oliver arrangement. That song written by Yip Harburg and Harold Arlen for the picture Cairo. Before that, the Glenn Miller Band, Tex Beneke on tenor, 1939, Runnin' Wild, a Bill Finnegan arrangement. We began with Helen O'Connell with Jimmy Dorsey, 1941, another Harold Arlen song, this one with a lyric by Ted Koehler, When the Sun Comes Out. Big Band Saturday night, 1560 WQEW. Coming up, Billie Holiday with a Walter Donaldson song, and Arlen songs performed by Tommy Dorsey and Benny Goodman. The weekends are special on 1560 WQEW. Tomorrow night at 7, you can join Bob Jones for WQEW on Broadway, where this week Bob highlights America's greatest musical, My Fair Lady. WQEW on Broadway with Bob Jones, tomorrow at 7 on 1560 WQEW. 941, mostly cloudy, 44 degrees. Broadcasting from the Glen Island Casino in May 1939, Glenn Miller and his orchestra.
Under a spreading chestnut tree, Glen Island's loveliness stands. Cute Marion Hutton, backgrounded by Glenn Miller and the band.
Underneath the spreading chestnut tree, I loved him and he loved me. There I used to sit up on his knee.
Beneath the spreading chestnut tree.
There beneath the boughs we used to meet. Oh, his kisses were so sweet. All the little birdies went sweet, sweet. I said I love you, and there ain't no ifs or buts. He said I love you, and the blacksmith shouted,
Chestnut!
underneath the spreading chestnut tree, there he said he'd marry me. Now you ought to see our family.
Beneath the spreading chestnut
beneath the boughs we used to meet. Oh, his kisses were so sweet. All the little birdies went retreat. And beneath the spreading chestnut tree, there he said he'd marry me. Now you ought to see our family.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National Broadcasting Company is bringing you a portion of the opening night ceremonies at the Glen Island Casino just off the Shore Road at New Rochelle, New York, where tonight the famous music of Glenn Miller and his orchestra greets the nation. Now I should like to have you meet the gentleman who pilots this Here Now band, Glenn Miller.
Thank you, Hugh. Good evening, everyone. I say it is a great pleasure to be back on the air again, and particularly from Glen Island Casino, one of the most beautiful spots that we've ever had the pleasure of playing in. We'll not take up much more of the program of talking now. I'll turn it back to Hugh James, and he'll tell you about the next number.
Thanks a lot, Glenn, and may your stay be a long and extended one. At approximately 11:45 Eastern Daylight Standard Confusing Time, Glenn Miller provides mood music for early rising Londoners. Sunrise Serenade. Let joy reign unconfined. Let there be blue skies. Let there be sweet music. Let there be your wannabe hit.
Glenn Miller and his orchestra at the Café Rouge of Hotel Pennsylvania in 1940. I Wanna Be Happy. Before that, their opening night at the Glen Island Casino, May 1939. With a vocal by Marion Hutton, we heard The Chestnut Tree, and then a Frankie Carl composition, Sunrise Serenade. The tenor sax soloist, Tex Beneke. Tex Beneke turns 82 on Monday. I'm Rich Conaty. This is Big Band Saturday Night, 1560 WQEW. It's 9:53, mostly cloudy and 44 degrees. What do you get when you're a regular on the Johnny Carson Show, a headliner in Vegas, a co-star in 2 Police Academy films, and then fall headfirst off a 3-story ladder? Well, in addition to a pain in the neck, you get The Amazing Metrano, an accidental comedy starring Art Metrano at the Union Square Theater. Call Ticketmaster.
This is Bob Jones. Start your morning with 1560 WQEW.
Sam Hurd lets you know the upcoming events, sports, business.
Adrian Nardo helps you get where you're going.
And I play Great American Popular Standards.
Join us Monday morning at 5 and Tuesday through Friday,
5:30 to 10
on 1560 WQEW.
Did I remember about you? Just how mad about you I was. Down with love, the flowers and rice and shoes. Down with love, the root of all midnight blues. Down with things that give you that well-known pain. Take that moon and wrap it in cellophane. Down with love, like all its friends. Moon and June and rose and rainbows end. Down with songs that moan about night and day. Down with love, that take it away. Take it away. Give it back to the birds and the bees and the bee and me. Down with eyes, romantic and stupid. Down with sighs. Down with Cupid's brother. Let's stuff that dove. Down with love.
Hi, this is Mel Torme, and you're listening to the radio station where the stars come out night and day. 1560 WQEW, New York.
Hot stuff. Benny Goodman and his orchestra, a Spud Murphy arrangement, 1936 performance of Get Happy. Written by Ted Koehler and Harold Arlen back in 1930. Harold Arlen, born in Buffalo 91 years ago, February 15th. He died in 1986. I'm Rich Conaty. This is Big Band Saturday Night at the home of American Popular Standards, 1560 WQEW, New York. Before Benny Goodman in 1936, we heard Edith Wright with Tommy Dorsey in 1937, Down with Love. Written by Yip Harburg and Harold Arlen for the show Hooray for What?, which starred Ed Wynn. We began with Did I Remember? Billie Holiday in July 1936 with Bunny Berrigan, Artie Shaw, and Joe Bushkin. Did I Remember, written by Harold Adamson and Walter Donaldson for the MGM picture Susie. Walter Donaldson, born in Brooklyn 103 years ago, February 15th. He died in 1947. It's 10:04, 45 degrees, cloudy overnight with a chance of rain, a low 35 to 40. Tomorrow, a chance of morning rain, and then intervals of sunshine, a high tomorrow in the mid-40s. Cloudy tomorrow night with a chance of flurries, a low in the upper 20s. Gradual clearing on Monday, blustery, cold with a high only in the low 30s. Mostly cloudy now, and 45 degrees. Here are two 1937 performances of a couple of songs written by Walter Donaldson back in 1930. Tommy Dorsey, Little White Lies. Walter Donaldson, he wrote some good songs, like Little White Lies, which we heard recorded by Tommy Dorsey in December 1937. After that, Bob Crosby's Bobcats in 37, Eddie Miller and Yank Lawson, You're Driving Me Crazy. And finally in 1939, with Joe Bushkin on piano, Muggsy Spaniel's Ragtime Band, and a Walter Donaldson song that goes back to 1927, At Sundown. Every little breeze is sighing of love undying at sundown. Every little bird is nesting and feathering. And we'll hear all three of those songs as they were first recorded tomorrow night between 8 and 11 on the big broadcast. I'm Rich Conaty. This is Big Band Saturday Night at the home of American Popular Standards, 1560 WQEW. It's 10:13, mostly cloudy, 45 degrees. Coming up, Tony Martin, Tex Beneke with the Glenn Miller Orchestra, and Artie Shaw. Here's a soundtrack performance from Sun Valley Serenade, Tex Beneke, The Modern Airs with Glenn Miller.